Oh, why, hello there. I'm going to teach you about the history of 18th and 19th century theatre. It was early in the 1700s, and the Europeans were going bonkers over the French Revolution and the bubonic plague, otherwise known as Black Plague.
Noticed how these events and the etiquette of this time period influenced their plays in these pictures and in this next clip from The Importance of Being Earnest by Oscar Wilde.
May I offer you some tea, Miss Fairfax?
Thank you. Detestable girl. I require tea. Sugar? No, thank you. Sugar is not fashionable anymore. Cake or bread and butter? Bread and butter, please. Cake is rarely seen at the best houses nowadays.
And that to Miss Fairfax.
These were not the only things that affected the theater of this time, though, because it was also war, such as the Cold War or the 7 Years' War.
Ich hasse dich! For Deutschland!
Style, which varied throughout classes.
Ooh.
And death, such as through disease, black plague, etc.
Blech.
The first genre of theater we'll be discussing today is Victorian theater. Victorian-era theater came with a widespread desire new playwrights had to write works greater than those of William Shakespeare. Examples of such playwrights are James Plunk, who wrote The Vampire, and Thomas William Robertson, who wrote the famous comedy Society and also inspired the famous playwright George Bernard Shaw. A few characteristics of Victorian-era plays were that there were more musical burlesques, extravaganzas, and comic operas. Victorian-era plays were also notably lengthier than those of previous time periods because improved technology made it safer to travel at night. These plays also, for the very first time, introduced sexual explicitness. The next genre of 18th and 19th century theater is Edwardian theater. These works were usually comedic, with examples such as the skit we viewed earlier by Oscar Wilde, who is famous for his Edwardian comedy. Many of these followed World War I with the rise of American musicals by Jerome Kern, George Gershwin, and Rodgers and Hart.